See a little bit of movement there.
That's creeping, isn't it? Just needs to get that car stopped. Ready to go, lights are out. Race number 2. Great start, Nick Rowe. He's the aggressor, but Everingham's up the inside, so he's got no more room to move over. Liam Lawson around the top, and there's contact. Lawson goes spinning. Shields involved as well, and that could hurt his championship hopes. 3-1. Didn't quite work out. 2 of them were BRM cars, and thankfully, that wasn't a lot bigger. Open Wheel is trying to bang wheels into the first corner at Sydney Motorsport Park. That could have been worse, but 2nd and 3rd in the championship involved. Oh, Fallon's in there too.
It's almost a carbon copied replay of what we saw at the start of yesterday's race. Going 3 wide there into turn 1, initial contact, but now we've got 2 cars off on the outside. We're definitely going to be under safety car conditions.
5 cars involved, 4 of them from BRM. Not what Mark Grundle and the South Aussie crew would have been hoping for. Now the Vodafone safety car is deployed. Oh, is that a broken rear wing as well on Harley Haber in P5? Could have just been the morning light. Something looked askew with it. No, it is broken. There it is. Sage Murdoch, what a shame, off the front row and pulled up and out inside turn 1. Hopefully these 2 cars can restart. It's Aaron Love in the Coco's restaurant on entry from Perth, and Simon Fallon, who started near the back of the grid. So it looked like Murdoch didn't quite get the best start off the front row, and a few drivers crowded up on him down that first corner. That is definitely a broken rear wing for Harley Haber. So that will surely mean a drive down pit lane to try and get that fixed. Now's the time probably to try and do it with the safety car out.
Another disappointing run through turn 1 off the start for him.
True. The poor guy just can't get a clean start. So Sewell broke free from the start. Rowe went up the inside of Murdoch.
4 wide into turn 1. And, oh, yeah.
And then there was a separate accident on the left-hand side of the road. So there's actually 2 accidents or incidents that's taken place. Let's ride on board with Liam Lawson. So everyone went over to the left-hand side, and he thought to just try and swing it around the top. Oh.
And from there, you can see he's just a passenger. He tried to do the right thing. He went to the outside there. Obviously wasn't aware of what was going on the inside. A couple of drivers got crowded. Shields got pushed wide, and unfortunately for Lawson there, he's the innocent bystander.
So what happened with the second incident? So we've got the first one here, 4 wide. Cameron Shields very lucky not to go for a bigger ride then. And then there was something else happened with Haber, Fallon, and Love. Well, here we go. We'll find out now. We're on board with Aaron Love. Whoa, big slide. Oh, goodness. So Murdoch came back across the track on the inside. And there was heavy contact with Fallon. Love had nowhere to go in that, and Haber was caught up. So Fallon running up the back of Haber when Haber had to hit the brakes. This camera angle's seen some action this weekend. Wow.
Cars flying everywhere.
Sheesh.
And that's a concertina result of what's obviously happened on the outside there. Everyone starts to go defensive, cars getting on the brakes, and you're always going to see secondary incidents like that when you see a group of cars going off on the outside. You can see Murdoch's probably the one that starts this. He comes across because he's got Everingham on the inside of him there, sort of pushing him a little bit wide. It's really going to be hard for, this is going to be a tough one for Chris Pither to sort of sort out as the driving standards advisor, because you've got 4 cars on the run down into turn 1. Everyone's sort of jostling for position. No one's actually done anything that bad, but when you've got 4 cars arriving at the first corner, all trying to vie for that same piece of real estate, you're always going to end up having that little bit of contact. And unfortunately, in this situation there, it's all started with Everingham just moving over a little bit. The concertina effect has then started to play out.
So high drama here in Cam's Jayco Formula 4. Vodafone safety car out on track. There's been drama breaking this morning.